Calling all Umis! Team Umi Zoomy!
1, 2, 3, 4, Umi! Zoomy! Umi! Umi, Zoomy, Umi, Zoomy!
Wake up. Okay. Sorry about that, citizens. So, just as an update and a reflection of where we are right now, we recently just finished all the sensors, and we have a nuclear reactor that, as our future plans, we want to build a nuclear reactor, rather a fusion reactor on Mars for the best and best possible energy efficiency that we can get on Mars. So, what are we doing on Mars?
So we were thinking about doing like robots because there's 5 of us. We can't do everything, so we're thinking about doing some robots to help us with some things.
Okay, like what?
The first one we'll need is like a basic movements robot, which will be able to move in different directions, like a circle, square, reverse, forward, left, right, rotate, counterclockwise, normal clockwise. Why it does this is it's like a blueprint for the rest of the robots. So all of them have like similar movements, and all of them have more natural and more complicated, like sophisticated movements to get around Mars. It'll be able to do this by like knowing the terrain it's around and going around mountains, over hills and stuff like that.
Okay, that makes sense. Right. We would be able to need to know like the terrain of Mars before we can put robots and people on there. Okay, makes sense.
And
Is
then
that it?
Jackson's on more right now. He's making sure everything's good for us. Here's a word from Jackson.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Jackson, as you guys may already know, and I'm the CRO, which stands for Chief Research Officer. So like I said in the last live presentation, I'm in charge of researching solutions to problems that we may encounter while traveling to Mars to create this fusion reactor. For this section of the project, I will be in charge of robots. And the robot pair that I have chosen is a single line sensor following robot, which basically, say you were to draw a line in the sand, the robot's gonna follow the line, and it'll take it to where it needs to go by following the line. And then we'll also be pairing that with a crane robot, which uses an electromagnetic sensor and has an arm that allows it to grab items on the surface of Mars. And by comparing these two robots, we can create a robot that will be able to take the fusion reactor, grab it, and then follow a line drawn by our Chief Technical Officer to a location that is viable for the fusion reactor.
Yes, so the next robot project we'll be utilizing is the Caution Martian project. So basically, this goes hand in hand with the motion sensor. It'll work in conjunction with it. So whenever the motion sensor detects Martian motion, it'll actually be able to deflect the Martians away from the testing site so no one gets injured, right? Okay. So to do this, we'll be using 2 different robots as a pair. We'll be using both the paintball and the football robot. Now this sounds kind of violent, but it's not. So whenever the motion is detected, we'll utilize the football robot to launch a football into the vicinity of the Martians to let them know that there's other life near them, so they don't keep coming forwards. And if they do keep encroaching on us, then we'll have to utilize the paintball robot, which will actually, it won't hurt them, but it'll just shock them a little more, so that they'll definitely be deflected this time, so that no one else gets injured. No employees, no Martians, no one, and the whole project can run successfully.
Yeah, that's kind of what we need. We need to preserve the safety, especially of the astronauts and people that are on this. Okay, perfect.
So we're also doing a path builder, which is utilizing the Maze Runner and the CageBot. So the Maze Runner is programmed to go to a specific destination, and it maps out the safest routes, and like if it gets stuck, it can get itself out. And the CageBot can pick up materials and bring it to our testing sites and help build a nuclear fusion reactor, so we don't have to do everything, and then everyone is safe and no one gets injured.
Okay. And then, is this all we need to get on the Mars and to start building?
Yeah, I think this will help us best, so that our project can run successfully and smoothly, with no faults or no injuries, no anything wrong. So yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's do it.